And I call the member for Higgins.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Chelsea, a teaching student, wrote to me last year about unpaid placements. There is a level of malpractice with not paying someone who is working within healthcare or teaching. As a student renting and experiencing rent raises, I was forced to retreat to food banks multiple times just to feed myself. There is something degrading about this experience of not being paid. It impacts your physical and mental health, leaving friends of mine burnt out before even commencing in jobs within their profession. Chelsea, of course, refers to the corrosive effects of poverty, particularly placement poverty. Well, Chelsea, paid pracs for nursing, midwifery, teaching and social work students are on their way. Paying close to $320 per week, paid pracs will benefit 68,000 uni students and over 5,000 vet students each year and go some way to helping these students complete. That's the key. We have enacted recommendations of the University Accord Report, a rigorous review designed to ensure that our universities are fit for purpose, competitive and student-centred. We are wiping $3 billion off student debt for 3 million students and pegging HECS indexation to wage growth or CPI, whichever is lower, and then backdating it to the 1st of June last year. We want to avoid that inflationary spike we encountered. For someone with an average HECS debt of about $26,500, this means that their HECS debt will be cut by around $1,200. HECS, first introduced in 1989, has helped more people attend university, but it has also changed the mix of people who attend university, including those from disadvantaged backgrounds. So while free university sounds great, it came with a trade-off. It was nowhere near as inclusive as the user pays system that we currently have. The caveat is that if you aren't certain about university, don't dabble, because debt is a risk. Instead, consider alternatives like TAFE, embraced now by over 500,000 Australians. We are creating a new student ombudsman, a watchdog in the corner of students. Why? For so many reasons, more than I can mention, like racism, anti-Semitism, sexual assault, which affects 1 in 20 students, and sexual harassment, which affects 1 in 6 students. And finally, who can forget the bread lines outside food pantries during the early days of this pandemic? They were dominated by young people, international students and domestic students. This is partly a legacy of a previous Liberal government that gutted student unions. We are mandating that higher education providers allocate at least 40% of student services and amenities fees to student-led organisations. We want to strengthen these organisations and in the best interests of students so that they can have a positive experience in universities.